So I had no idea that education is one of the fields that reports the most workplace bullying. I started looking into bullying among teachers because of this commenter, and I found some statistics citing as high as 46.5% of teachers report being bullied. What? To give a comparison, the Workplace Bullying Institute, which is what I'm usually talking about, their work, they have found that on average, 27% of the workforce reports being currently bullied. So 46.5 is very high. It was really hard to find a lot of research on peer to peer bullying among teachers and the motives behind it. So if you're doing an EDD right now, this might be your great dissertation topic. But let me tell you what I did find. I did find a study that looks at teachers' perceptions of why they were mistreated. This is a study from 2018, so it'd be interesting to see how this has played out post-COVID with online school and all that. And a lot of this, though, was it could have been peer to peer, but it was also from their administrators, which is where they perceived the most of the bullying came from. So you see, the number one reason is that most teachers perceive being bullied for their age. This can seem surprising, but then remember, most teachers are women, and aging is more stigmatized for women. That is largely known. Men become silver foxes. Women just get old, right? So I wonder if that's part of it. The rest were they perceived they were being harassed for being affiliated with a union, which seems ironic. Their own behavior, which I thought brought up a lot of the unwritten rules that I talk about from my research. The ones who brought up their behaviors brought up that they weren't compliant, that they questioned things, and they thought they didn't question things aggressively, but they were told they were aggressive. So compliance was unwritten rule number 2. Aggression was unwritten rule number 8. They also talked about unwritten rule number 4, which was they were told they spoke too directly instead of indirectly. And they also brought up unwritten rule number 3, being they weren't friends with the right people. One of them mentioned like not getting invited to play cards at the principal's house type of thing, or that they had enough social connections that they felt like it threatened the other people. So reading this, I was like, oh my God, this is what I found when I did my study, but I guess it's super concentrated in education. And then there are the usual protected classes that are not really protected, right? Health, illness, or disability, race, ethnic group, gender, political beliefs, religion, sexual orientation. The article also brought up that bullying is more common in places with high job insecurity, high workloads, and low autonomy. It's also more common in workplaces with demanding workloads, ineffective leaders, and low resources.